The door pusher turned his customer away because he's $3 short. Shit. He be taking that money saying, "Look, motherfucker, don't you come short no more." All that boys in the hood when that happened, and he was talking about now how much your money, that do not happen. They take every dime you got. Please believe it, because once they get you on their hook, they don't want you to get away. So they will serve your ass, for real. But the landlords find it hard because they have the same type of formats laid out to them that they lay out to the tenant. In other words, if I have to pay $50 for being late with the rent, that means that the guy who owns the property have to pay some money also if he late with the rent. So I'm not trying to blame what we looking at on everybody. That's the reason why I'm saying all this shit. I'm talking about a action, not a skin complexion. See that white guy the other day with me that had the Farmer Jack uniform on, looked like he was a farmer when he wasn't at that apartment fucking with me. He probably somewhere growing a well-needed crop of brains for his ass. The only problem is it didn't get wet enough this summer, so he wasn't able to regenerate, and that's the reason he was acting goofy that day. So I understand that, and I'm gonna have empathy for him. I'm not gonna hold that in my heart. It's a reason to be attacking him and trying to make people think that I think he's stupid, and that he probably didn't really think hard about wearing that outfit he had on that day. That ain't what I'm trying to do. He probably didn't give it a lot of thought because I'm sure that he was too busy thinking about those items at the garbage can not being taken away by someone. So I understand why he wore that goofy ass Farmer Jack shit that day. So I'm gonna let him have a pass on that. But my point being that that garbage rolled downhill. So when bodies like this pop up on the beach as randomly as that guy gave us the description, that is crazy. He said they had executions once a month. Prisoners were shot for theft. Now that sounds like the same type of shit that they were doing in France with the guillotine. See, all that shit is European. They spread it onto us people. And it cost us dearly because we was some always wise, put together, universal harmony people that never saw you guys coming. And it cost our ass severely too. And it's costing us today. So that's why I make all these videos. And I hope people are watching them so they can have a clear understanding of what type of actions are going on around the world. And have a clear identification as well as description, names, phone numbers, residencies of the perpetuators. It's real simple. Nobody's gonna be doing this type of shit and then get a pass on it. Forget that. That ain't gonna happen. So all you people around this earth, be you white, Puerto Rican, brown, black, gold, green, I don't care. But if you tuning in and you watching these videos, it's because obviously I'm saying something that your ass like to hear. So keep on listening and keep on learning because that's all you're doing. I'm not trying to preach hate when I call the guy a cracker because he is a cracker. I ain't my fault that he a cracker. Both of them was cracking. The other one was just kind of so illiterate. I don't really think he knew the whole dynamics about what was involved with really being a 100% cracker. I think he wanted to harass a black man, but really didn't have it in his heart or the information about how to do it. So he was kind of waiting on the other guy to give him instructions. And the other guy not having many instructions himself. Remember, he bore that outfit he had on just like Napoleon. See, this is how you tell there's something wrong with him. Right away they come out dressing crazy. And from there, you can draw a clear observation Yeah, I know what's wrong with his ass right now, so it's okay. Because there's going to be more people out there that's not going to be on those vibrations, and they're going to understand the need for everyone to be able to sustain themselves. And they're going to be the good people that help me to make a living for myself, so I don't have to resort from getting accused of breaking in garbage cans to actually living in a damn garbage can. Okay? Alright, now I'm gonna go get some more good shit for y'all to see. And I'll be back, alright? Hold on.
In the African community, there's a special women. They call them Iyalaje. It means women who have special powers to see the future, to see front and back. These are the special women. And important people always have them around, in the African home. Like I have my own Iyalaje in my house,
You got a grip on.
Advises me what to do.
Look at that spiral. That's that spiral I'm telling you about, that energy. Break it down, yo. Go ahead, girl. Now that's ass. Look at the spiral, that shit, y'all. That's the weather formation coming to get y'all ass. That's what I tell you, it's all feminine. See, your grandmother tell you when you're a little girl not to move like that, but your body does that because it mimics the rotation of the earth and all the natural cosmic energies, what makes the earth permeate. See that? See, that's life right there. That was life. Trust me on that. I'll be back. Well, this is the market. I remember I told you guys about how they make everything so illegal. You know what I'm saying? When you have a circumstance where your government or the people that's in control eradicates everything that you can do to sustain yourself by making it illegal. This is a common trademark of European power abuse. See it right there? See, that means that all those people out there that's doing it anyway are criminals. Like me being criminalized that day for simply trying to get some out of the garbage. That's the decadence that these guys bring onto the earth. Okay? Now listen to this. This is what happened.
On Friday, February 18, 1977, around noon, 1,000-odd soldiers surround Calcutta, machine guns at the ready. The siege lasts 15 hours. There's some mortar fire. A generator explodes. The house catches fire. The rebels are forced to surrender. Phila and his mother are thrown out of the window. The soldiers behave like brutes. They rape the women, after inflicting all kinds of outrages on them. They beat everyone with clubs. Phila and his tribe find themselves in prison. They will remain behind bars for 1 month before they are expelled from Nigeria. They take refuge in Accra, in Ghana.
Now, there has not been any...
Okay, look, let me explain something to y'all. The reason why he went to jail and the reason why mortars got shot into his house but didn't cause the fire, it's kind of like in Waco, Texas, where you saw a tank shoot a projectile into the house But the projectile did not cause the fire. Of course, it was fuel that they had stored inside of the house that they managed to ignite themselves. That burned up all the people in the house. They got burned up in the fire because our government wouldn't deliberately burn up people in a house that's not doing anything except practicing their right to be left the fuck alone from a government that they figured out doesn't have their best interest in hand. So it's like, okay, I can see you shiesty. Well, we need to not make you set up this type of ideal for people, because if we let you get away with it, everybody gonna want to do that. So we gonna show everybody that think they gonna do this type of shit that we'll burn their ass up. That's all that was. That's all it was. Even if they don't come right out in the mint. Yes, we did use the tanks that you paid for to burn those people ass up. Yes, we did. But so what? You guys are stupid. We don't have to tell you all that. All we got to do is tell you that it was explosives inside of the house that ignited when we shot our projectile in there. Our projectile did not start the fire. And you would buy it. And you guys did, because until I told you this right now, you never even thought about that. So it's all good. I'm just being honest with you. Okay. The ladies was doing the spiral dance when this thing came on. That's synonymous with what I was telling you guys about how all energy on this planet moves and permeates. It is a cosmic pattern of energy movement. That's the reason why you see the tornadoes and the fires have a spiral in it. The reason those girls do the spiral dance right there is because the same energy that's inside of the weather formations is the same energy that's inside of them as universes. They have objects inside of their bodies that move around just like the movement on our planets in our solar system. The difference is that the objects that move around are objects that move around in their bloodline. So your blood is constantly moving around oxygen and food supplies to other organs and tissues in the body. So when they move through the bloodline, they are just like celestial bodies that move through the heavens. People have regular diets where they eat the same thing at the same time. It's crazy how we can set ourselves up to operate the same way the universe does without even realizing it. But there is a blood system inside of your body that moves through your body the same way our universe has celestial bodies that move around our earth. So it's all synonymous from macro to micro all the time. That's the reason why I tell you the people of the earth can't control the elements of the earth, because we are all interlocked like that. A person that has the right vibrations and the right teachings, the right mindset and the right connection with the universe, and being given the right privilege from having past lives where the right rituals have been performed, where they would incarnate one day to have a specific job to do. Yes, it can happen. Happened with Ptah. Ptah came back as Asar. Asar and Ptah is the same two deities. Asar is the god of the dead, synonymous with the sun going under the earth. When it comes back into regenerative position, meaning it rises above the equator, it turns into Capri. When it is noonday sun, it turns into Ra. And when it is setting sun again, it turns into Atum. So, Ra means the sun sets, god of perfect black. That's Asar. God of the dead. That'll be this planet right now with all you foolish people running around here worshiping the dead, every damn thing. Everything dead that you worship. Even your food. It's dead. It's the reason I had to come back here, because you're all dead and I'm the God of the dead. Believe it or not. That's the reason my ass is here. Because I gotta wake y'all asses up. Because you're all dead as hell. When the sun rises in the morning, you don't even recognize it as God. You see